cause we're my brothers three. As a boy I learned through a burning world that nothing ever comes for free. As soon as I could hold a gun now, I was out on the killing fields, fighting in the war to save my home from a foe that will never yield. But we won't stop because we're brothers in blood now. We'll meet again now at the end of the line. Try not to think about what fate throws before me. Reporting for duty, sir. What's your name, son? Private Clay Carmine. You're a killer, son. Private Clay Carmine. You're a gear now, son. Boy, get your head down. Boy, get your head down. Boy, get your head down. You're a gear now, son. On a cold and cruel morning, under a burning sky, my brother ran, took a bullet to the head, never even got to say goodbye. The very next year, as the battle raged, got a letter from my brother Ben, signed by a Sergeant Phoenix. I knew I'd never see him again, no. But we won't stop because we're brothers in blood now. We'll meet again now at the end of the line. Try not to think about what fate throws before me. Reporting for duty, sir. What's your name, son? Private Clay Carmine. You're a killer, son. Private Clay Carmine. You're a gear now, son. Oh yeah. Now the cities are laid to ruin, and we fight on through the years. No end in sight, no light of hope, man. Don't it just grind your gears? But we won't stop because we're brothers in blood now. We'll meet again now at the end of the line. Try not to think about what fate throws before me. Reporting for duty, sir. What's your name, son? Private Clay Carmine. Private Clay Carmine. You're a gear now, son. Private Clay Carmine. Just grind your gears now. Private Clay Carmine. Just grind your gears now. You're a gear now, son. Back in your hole. Boy, get your head down. Get your head down. Boy, get your head down. Get your head down. Boy, get your head down. You're a gear now, son. Boy, get your head down. Get your head down. Boy, get your head down. Get your head down. Boy, get your head down. You're a gear now, son. In the searing streets, in the dead of night, under the prying eyes.
Hello everyone. If you were digging that song that just started, too bad. We're getting into the game right now. We do go ahead and have this nice, like, right angle band pattern going on. It's great. Phoenix Rising Moonstone do win the coin flip, do opt for a first pick, and they do go ahead and ban out Alterac Pass and Battlefield, just going right down the alphabet. We do go ahead and have LTK-Skyfall seeing that and saying, well, we're going to go ahead and pick Praxis, so you can't ban it, because we know it's what you want to take it out next. They do also ban out Sky Temple and Volskaya Foundry. And here we go into the best map in Heroes of the Storm. Boom, 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 boom. Hi, everyone. So we are going to be here. We're going to be getting right on into this. I do like picking Braxis is very, very powerful because Braxis is one of the maps where the offlane is super important. And by picking it, you also give yourself last pick because your opponents obviously have first pick. And you can't get both first and last. That's cheating. We do go ahead and have Phoenix Rising leaning into the offlane immediately. Go ahead and get rid of Malthiel. That's my Malthiel impression. Did you like it? Did you go ahead and have the Johanna? Johanna! So still the Johanna ban coming from Skyfall. They do consider, I guess, the nerfs that Johanna received not enough to get her away from first ban worthy. Does this still count as first ban? I feel like it probably should. Glorious! Go ahead and get these on. Hands are feeling a little nondescript tonight. Oh, interesting, a garage being banned out as well. So a bit of attention also being paid to the tank line on the other side. So we have both Johanna and garage banned out from the tanks. Brightwing! I do like Brightwing as well, because like obviously this map is very, very important on the solo lane, but the teleporting heroes can kind of make the solo lane not so solo really fast. My glove feels loose. Did my hands get smaller? It's always possible. First pick coming out of Moonstone. You're gonna go with the Junkrat. I hate Junkrat on this map. He is a terror. Like literally, he just like leaves a stupid little present on the point, and you're like, well, god dang it. So Stoic does go ahead and go on the Australian bomber. I hope there's not a terrorist known as the Australian bomber. I'm gonna feel really, really bad. Rano goes and takes the Anubrak. Captain Stun Master himself. And we do have Anduin coming in. So a little bit of a Warcraft focus coming from the side of LTK-Skyfall. And Arrest is not here tonight, so I can talk lore as much as I want. Oh, there's no kitty behind me. I'm sad. We're going to have Junkrat, as mentioned, who are going to be our next two coming in. Are they going to lock both of their DPS early? The answer is no, they are not. Candy Cane Murden goes ahead and starts sauntering out here. And we do have Malfurion. So a lot of pressure onto the point. You've got, even if you're standing on the point trying to capture it, you do have Sleepy Roots, or I presume Sleepy Roots, it doesn't have to be, coming down and just like being like, you'd better not stand here, buddy. So you go ahead and get rid of Vala. They say you've already got the Junkers. Let's not have Vala. I'm a bit surprised that, because there is no offlaner picked up for either side, but they do go ahead and decide that the Vala is more of a threat than any potential offlaner. You're not here, though. You can't talk into my and tell me to start focusing on the game again. We also do go ahead and have the Ragnaros banned out. I actually don't like Ragnaros on this map. His like clear pressure is okay, but it's not great. Like obviously Lava Wave gets rid of all the minor guys, but it doesn't get rid of the Zerg. And I just Ragnaros doesn't win any lane dealing matchups, so it's like, okay, we're going to be a little bit better when we lose, but we're not going to win. We do have Leora coming out of your match. I'm still surprised. Why are you taking your offlaner and letting them counterpick into them? I don't understand. Like, I would 1000% just slam pick Artanis here, or Rexar. We do go and have Skyflare coming out on the Zul'jin. So Dahaka will be coming out against... Okay, Dahaka is also a good pick into Leoric. Can definitely tunnel down and avoid the Drain Hope. We have Greymane coming in for just a lot of that burst damage. Run in with the Wolf. Hungry like the wolf. I don't know why I'm singing. I don't care. I was at work for a long time today, and now I'm home, and it's time for having fun, and my body's just like, let's go. So it begins. I still love that Asphodel and Deckard had the exact same click quote. So it begins. So it begins. Well, hello, co-caster. Are you over here telling me to like focus on the game? I'm actually doing that already, I promise. So with that being said, we will go ahead and get into the game. I will get your predictions up, and I will be right back in just a second.
Leonidas drops the stun and drops the full ult. Oh my goodness, look at the health bars. It's a quad kill.
Should find the kill. Lunara will clean up that fight. Oh my god, I can't believe it. It is going to be Soul Shield. You gotta be kidding me. And Raw to take the 3v1, gets one, looking for the second. Crispy is popping off.
Looks like that Blizzard may connect with 4 people.
People, Lady Ronin! Oh my goodness, what a chat!
That was really good.
Can I just say how much I love the Terran loading theme? Although it is weird that the Terran loading theme plays when you're coming into Braxis, even though it's the Zerg map. But yeah, Terran very much like, very much known for their sort of like honky-tonk, esque sound theme system. They're basically the hillbilly Terrans, is sometimes what they're called. Alright, coming into game number 1, representing LTK-Skyfall here on the blue side of the map. We do go ahead and have Tarquin being the Azmodan. We have Skyflare coming in on Zul'jin. Rano is going to be on Nubarak. Nyx is playing the Anduin. And up in the top lane, we do have Your Majesty. They are your blue team. They are LTK-Skyfall, the Soldiers of Slaughter. On the other side of the battlefield, coming in on the orange side of the battlefield, we do have Hot Like Summer coming in on Malfurion. T-Cat is going to be on the Grey Mane. Mesos on the Candy Cane Muradin. We do have Stoic coming in on Junkrat, the Joker Junkrat to boot. And we do in the top lane, we do have Stitch coming out here on the Dehek Dahaka. They are Phoenix Rising Moonstone, your orange team. The Monarchy of Majesty? What's an M word that means slaughter? The Monarchy of Mayhem, there we go. I should think of these ahead of time. Nice little blast comes across. We do go and have in terms of stacking quests. Wrath comes out at level 1. We do also have Tissue Regeneration. So not the race car build from Dahaka. More of the stay in here and just like fight until the cows come home. Nice little engagements happening right now. Oh, let me get this mouse out of your way. You don't want to leave looking at that, do you? No, you don't. I answered the question for you. Oh, Nyx on the freaking Tarquin is in the middle of like going up into the like tower range, and then Anduin is just like, nope, get back here. Anduin, often known as the fun police. Here, Azmodan was like going to go on like a rocket ride. He's sitting here on a roller coaster, and Anduin's like, no, I don't think you're dressed for that. I don't think that's a very good idea. Poor Rano. Alright, we do go ahead and have Rano gets a impale going through. Bottom shrine is being taken by the blue team, as is top. There's the channel, LTK-Skyfall getting a Zerg to come out of this little gate right down here. You can see them going ahead and rolling into the holding pen. Big fight happening here. Skyflare looking very, very, very low. Rano is running in. T-Cat is about half health, but so is Rano. The bug gets squished, but so does, no, not so does Stitch. Stitch did go ahead and burrow down here. No one contesting Leoric up top, but we do have a kill against the Nubarak. You go to about 38% channeled. Dahaka, surprisingly enough, comes up here to get that soak. Does not actually worry about going and fighting Leoric. See, I feel like Leoric still wins. The big thing you can do is, like, it's a bit of a trade-off. You're sitting there and you're just like, okay, if you drain hope, I'm going to burrow. And they're like, well, then I won't drain hope, because as long as I don't use drain hope, then you can't burrow. Mesos takes a good bit of damage here on his Dwarfness. And there goes just a massive, massive, massive collapse coming in onto the Zul'jin. Can he please? However, Mesos looking not too healthy. We do go to have Greymane being taken out. There's a burrow in. Stoic goes in and gets hit, but does go ahead and move back. A move back. Alright, I swear, I think that Junkrat has some of the most audible voice lines in the game. I never hear any of these characters talking while I'm observing, but Junkrat always plays. I'm not complaining, I wish I heard the others more, to be completely honest. So big old Zerg wave coming in. Rana goes in and catches a cannonball to his little carapace behind. We do go out of Mesos going up and around, trying to clear out these Ultralisks as they move through. Hot like summer. Oh, big orb comes in. We are up to 83 stacks of the Aspedan quests. And the Zerg wave's still very healthy, even after having cleared. That is one of the problems. They don't have a lot of really good clear. Greymane can't really go in all that effectively. Guardians just pelting away, going ahead and getting a lot of damage into these structures. They're not letting anything go through. We do go ahead and have both teams at level 7. Slight experience lead from LTK-Skyfall, mostly due to... Actually, I'm not sure, because more kills have been had by their opponents. Alright, there the Guardians do go ahead and fall. Get out of the way. And we do go and have the middle phase. This camp has already been taken. They are riding up to get their Hellbats up here. Alright, both teams getting cleared out real quick. There is that. This one's already picked up, but it'll be coming up right about now. The Funk Soul Brother, check it out now. I cannot say right about now without immediately going into that. I'm sorry, I'm just not capable of doing it. Rana goes in and scouts this out. Teammates are moving in. They're looking for an invade. Rana does go ahead and get the stun onto 2 of them. Stoic is in the area. Counter engage happens with Mesos in the backline. They are moving into right here. Leoric is not in the area, but Dahaka is. Mesos does get cleaned up, moves a little bit too far, but in the backline they go in, they get the troll is down. No more trolling for you, Zul'jin. There's your match. Your match actually gets booped into the team. Maybe not the target you wanted. Stitch goes in and gets knocked out a little bit. Does they have Burrow? It does look like they will go away, and we end up with a 1-for-1. The invade is successful, and the camp is moving down through the bottom lane. T-Cat moving in, going ahead and trying to get this cleared out. Again, I just feel like, unfortunately, I don't know that the wave clear is sufficient. They only really got Greymane, and the problem is Greymane's wave clear is not as good if he has to stay at ranged. Like, Junkrat has pretty good wave clear, don't get me wrong. But they're just constantly having a little bit of trouble getting these mercenary camps figured out. Oops, I was not where I should have been. I apologize, you guys. Oh, big stun. Mesos just not going anywhere, except back to the Hall of Storms. All expense paid trip. We do have Leoric looking in there, looking for Entomb, and gets Entomb. Stoic and Hot Like Summer are going to die like best friends they are. Never mind, Hot Like Summer is not going to die like a best friend. Hot Like Summer is just like, do. Yeah, that was scary. Beacon progress is ticking on up. Meanwhile, the boss is up here at the top lane. T-Cat rushes in, goes in and says, we gotta get this boss down. The Archangel, O'Reilly's? I don't know how you got over there. I'm sure Junkrat is to blame. No, Junkrat was dead. I don't know how Nubrak got back there, but definitely was not what they were looking for. Alright, lower keep is taken out by LTK-Skyfall. But meanwhile, the channel's going back the other direction. They do not have their tank. Stitch needs to be a bit careful, though. A lot of enemies are here. Here comes T-Cat and Mesos coming in the other side. Big ol'... Oh, nice tongue. Catches... They cannot use the unkillable because it was on the... Oh, actually even picked up guillotine. So it can't become unkillable, like, at all, regardless. PRM is coming back with a vengeance. Well, that's a good deterrent right there. Just gonna go ahead and waddle right out of here. Tarquin may be in a bad spot. Is scouted out by Stoic. Here comes Your Majesty. Stitch in the middle of a lot of the enemy team, but here comes PRM coming in. Was that Hot Like Summer? Like she's the whole team. There is the Tranquility coming out from Malfurion. Alright, more beacon progress. It looks like this beacon will be 100% completed. Dahaka down below. Zul'jin cannot move in there. Zul'jin's probably got like stress syndrome, and there goes the Anub'arak. Anub'arak once again getting picked off. A little bit slightly too aggressive, and PRM is definitely turning this game around right now. We have a massive Zerg wave coming out the bottom. An equally massive Zerg wave, or almost equally massive coming out the top. It does like, oh my goodness! The Banelings come in! Cause they're like Banelings, 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 whoa! If you know that reference, you're awesome. If you don't know the reference, I will sing the whole dang song. Don't at me. Oh, 1000% do it. With that being said, we do go ahead and have a nice clear on both sides. Despite the full Zerg wave, we do have LTK-Skyfall rotating around and stopping that so they don't lose any structures. They really, really, really like the pressure they've got going on bottom lane right now.
Zerg waves defeated. Resetting homes as per protocol.
Alright, we do go ahead and have both teams kind of shirking around, waiting to move in. Sorry I get quiet for a long period of time. A little bit tired, but that's okay. It's a bad thing to be tired. This is game number 1. I've got another series after this, so whoopsie. Alright, we do go ahead and have a nice clear. Zul'jin, I like, whenever you have time to do this, clear out the sidewalls. They do give your opponent's vision. Just to demonstrate, if I very quickly center myself here, then all of a sudden on this part of the map they have no vision. If I go look over here, then obviously we don't really have a cleared wall I can point to. So, whoopsie whoops. There is the Cocoon comes out, goes ahead and takes Greyman out of the fight, but there is the big old explosion, catches a lot of them. Anub'arak burrows in, T-Cat is going ahead and getting very, very low. Tranquility is committed. We do go ahead and have Tranquility trying to heal everyone up. They are withdrawing. There is T-Cat in the middle of the Entomb. Sleep comes down onto the Leoric. Leoric is very well. Your Majesty is like, I think I'm going back to the royal bed chambers for a nap. There is the Light Bomb. Light Bomb does go ahead and go onto the Anub'arak. Anub'arak goes down. It does look like Sky Flare is the next target. Does get taken out as well. Goodbye, Troll. However, while this is going on, we do have a mercenary camp moving through the bottom lane. It does look like Dahaka is on his way back in order to clear that out. Meanwhile, Mesos has moved up and is onto the boss. Four versus 3. Are they thinking of moving in? They're definitely thinking about it. Hot Like Summer does not have Tranquility up yet. Stoic very, very, very weak. Really heads up play by Stoic to not stand on that point. Kind of predicted what Asmodan was going to try and do. And he was definitely low enough that could have been successful. Alright, someone should hit down below. You guys are all just watching them kill the boss, and that may not be the best use of your time. Alright, Dahaka can come up at any point. There we just did hear the cursor bullet come out, but I don't think it hit because no one's really that low. There's Dahaka coming out, looking at Rano, but does miss with the tongue. Rano going ahead of getting silenced, trying to get out of here. Does get pulled out by the Anduin. There is the guillotine, just massively chunks into Mesos. Yeah, the dwarf is sword enough. You don't have to try and, like, cut him down. We do go and have Leoric being taken out. Spooky Ghostman is being Spooky Ghostman. Big 3-person light bomb coming out. There's the bootback. Skyflare getting in the middle of a lot of enemy units and not going to be out of that. Rano is going to be the next target. Everyone is rotating up. We do once again have the Tranquility trying to heal everyone up. Rano is in the middle of the entire enemy team. I don't know how cool a bug you think you are, but you're not cool enough to survive this, buddy. Or are you? Oh my goodness! This is elite. I had a script. I wrote it. I got it approved by the censorship board. Rano? So we do go ahead and have everyone kind of moving through right now. T-Cat looking not... T-Cat a bit more of a bruised cat at the moment. Very, very, very low. There's the Great Goliath Walkers moving out. Shame they didn't come back in StarCraft 2. I liked them. Alright, they do actually avoid guillotine, and here's a big, big push in. However, once again, we do have a mercenary camp pushing up top, so PRM cannot stay here for too terribly long. Rano goes in, gets the stun to Hot Like Summer. They are looking around. There's the light bomb coming down on the bug. They are looking at this Druid. Druid goes ahead and uses this, trying to heal up. A lot of pressure being put onto Hot Like Summer. There's the move in. They are trying to get... Rano has to turn around. Rano is not able to stay in here. Rano is death-defying once again. Majesty is in the middle. There's the pull out from Anduin. Anduin's pull-out game is strong. They do go ahead and get the tongue onto Asmodan. Asmodan goes for another wild ride, but is going to go ahead and survive. Here comes the Riptire coming through, looking for this, but does get removed by LTK-Skyfall. Oh my goodness, we do go ahead and have the fallback. Right now, that Goliath group is going ahead and just sieging into this top fort. Keep fort. Alright, channel will about to be started. It does look like T-Cat is back and they are rotating around. They're trying to avoid a fight, but it looks like they won't be able to avoid one for very long. However, the Junkrat does see all these guys moving through. There is the Entomb, not level 20 yet, so it's not a silencing Entomb. There's a bunch of damage goes through. Rana goes ahead and catches the stun. The Hot Like Summer was put inside an inside a cocoon. It's like a big entanglement. We do go ahead and actually, it's actually quite small. We do go ahead and have Anduin being taken out first and foremost. We 1-to-1, but not for much longer as the Nubrak also goes down. Skyflare is being looked at by Stoic, but we'll actually go ahead and get Stoic taken out. 1-for-1 at the end of the battlefield. We get up to 54% channel, and we're channeling once again. However, Stitch is not interested in letting that continue. We have taken core damage on the side of Phoenix Rising Moonstone, down to 96% at the moment. I have the hiccups. This is a great development.
Red team's core is under attack.
Quick, someone in chat scare me. Alright, there's Murda. We do have more mercenary camp pressure being picked up. That is the thing. Even though it's turned into kind of an even game at the moment, it is not even in terms of structures because they have just pressure coming through the bottom lane.
Here we go.
Tongue comes out. We do go ahead and have Cocoon hitting Dahaka. Rana was in the backline. Hot Light Summer has no health at the left. Rana was looking for this. Mesos is also looking not too good at the moment. Mesos is down to like 500 health. Hot Light Summer is also very low. They are staying in the fight for right now, and they do get the first kill onto Majesty, but what can they do with it? Skyflare is taking a lot of damage, but we do go and have the double kill onto Murden and to the Greymane.
Oh dear, here come the Zerg. Fewer than the enemies, or whatever that's worth.
2 cannibals are plinking away. We do have Hot Light Summer being taken out. Stoic is standing proud on the other end of the other side of the structure. I'm gonna stop you. Just don't get near me.
Red team's flag is under attack. No slain.
So here comes the Zerg wave coming in from the bottom side. Tarquin moving in order to go ahead and take care of this. And it does look like game number 1 will be cleaned up in favor of LTK-Skyfall. So, look at the stats at the end of game numero uno. We do go ahead and have, in terms of the healing, Alex Summer does win the healing war, coming out with 108 healing, or 108,000 healing. Probably should add the 1,000, that's an important thing. $8 is way less than $8,000. 97,000 coming out of Nyx. However, like, here's the thing. Well, actually, I guess that doesn't really apply. Never mind. We do have Stoic leading the damage race, doing 80,000 damage. Raymond comes in second with 77. They were living forever. There was always this like big push onto Mesos and Summer, and they were just running around and never seemed to die. We do have Aspedan coming in third with 70,000. In terms of that soak, Stitch does win the soak race by a lot. Does come out with 17,000 damage in terms of soak. 13,000 coming out of Tarquin. Talents, we got those. Here they are. Copy them down. Love them. Hate them. Take them to Storm League. Do amazing things with them. We don't really have the full build, so I don't want to talk like too critically or try and analyze them because I don't know them that well, and B, I can't even see all of them, so I don't 100% know what's going on. So with that being said, we do go ahead and have, we're going to go into game number 2 momentarily. However, go ahead and put on your calendars, we will be doing a charity drive here in about a month. Here's all the wonderful details on that. Hey there, everybody. We're going to go ahead and get into the next game in just a second, I promise. But while we're in between, I did want to let you know that on May 6th, 7th, and 8th, I'm going to be participating in Game On to End Lupus for the Lupus Foundation of America. If you type !charity in chat, you can find out a link to the donation page. If you type in !bosses, you can see all of the bosses we got ready to go, because we are dedicating the weekend in order to overcoming adversity. So there's just a bunch of bosses that I've got queued up. Saves are ready, and we're going to be overcoming them, having fun, beating some of the biggest challenges that I've run into in my gaming career, and ending Lupus. Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to game number 2 between LTK-Skyfall and Phoenix Rising Moonstone. I just smacked my own mic. Super professional, ladies and gentlemen. None of you could ever hope to touch this. Mainly because I am in a basement and there's no one here. The only ones who can touch me right now are the cats. Speaking of which... He's a kitty. I love how he just sort of like climbs over my shoulder. Could go around me very easily. I'm not that big. But he's just like, no, up and over. Alley-oop. We do go ahead and have first pick being taken by LTK-Skyfall, which obviously means this is the map pick of... Wait, they won? So no, after losing game 1, Phoenix Rising Moonstone did opt for map pick. That's what happened. Darkness, well known for ghosting Illidan. Illidan tries to call and Darkness does not answer. He's using caller ID. Legit, it's in the canon. Do you go ahead and have Malthael? By have Malthael, I mean Malthael's been banned, so no one will have Malthael. I have very weird ideas of possessiveness. I'm just like, okay, we have Malthael, and by that I mean nobody has Malthael. Oh, Lich Queen coming in here for game number 2. Hello, hello, Lich viewers. Hello, viewers of the Queen. I don't know, do we have a salute? Is there a salute that I'm supposed to give whenever, like, for, like, ICC functions? If there are, I don't know them. How did you guys do? Tell me all of the things. Johanna does get banned out once again by Skyfall. And again, they banned the Rag. They just really do not want LTK to have access to Rag. Greetings, greetings, greetings. How are you all? By the way, if any of you are trying to talk and you can't, and you're like, I don't want to verify my account, just follow the channel, numbnuts. It's not hard. Oh, really? That is amazing. That is fantastic. So we do have Rono getting on the Garrosh. Garrosh was banned out last game. They let it through, and Rono just immediately said, yeah, I'll be taking that. However, when you did Garrosh this early, there are a lot of counters to Garrosh. A lot of things that work very, very well. One of the big ones is Junkrat. Garrosh kind of attacks in very predictable patterns, but no, they go for Greymane Stukov first of all. Hello, Brabunto. Done Morigato, Mr. Brabunto, Domo Domo. Domo Domo.
For the alliance above all.
Cool, thanks for sharing. Appreciate that.
Change is upon us.
We do go ahead and have Anduin coming out from Nyx, as well as once again. Well, is it once again? No, I think Your Majesty was the Lorik last time, and the Dahaka was on the other side. I think that Stitch was the Dahaka, if I remember correctly. We're going to Azmodan being banned out on the side of Phoenix Rising Moonstone. Bunto, might be a time and a place for that conversation, and I'm not sure that now is the time, and I'm not sure that here is the place. Okay, and Ressa, you think Hoppy Deer Best Deer is a good counter to Greymane, even though I'm pretty sure I've seen in documentaries that wolves eat deer, like, all the time? We do have Junkrat being banned out. I'm a bit surprised they didn't take Junkrat already, but I'm not surprised that the ban came out. We do have Stitch being banned. No, we cannot ban Stitch. That's not a thing. Yrel going to be the hero that goes up. I hate Yrel. I don't understand her. I've tried to learn her and I can't. We do go and have Mesos coming in with the Anubarak. A lot of just borrowing from one another. Dahaka gets borrowed by Skyfall, and then Anubarak gets borrowed from the enemy. What's a musk deer? Interesting. We do have Kel'Thuzad coming out. Trying to think if this is a good map for him. I do think if this is a small enough map that there's a lot of things to chain things to. You do have Phoenix on the Skyflare. Someone tell Bahamut. Bahamut will be so happy to hear Phoenix got played. And Stoic does come out. Denied his Junkrat is going to go with the Sky Chicken. No place that Sky Chickens are more at home than underground inside a tomb. I gotta tell you, the Swiftwing is going to be very, very upset at being down here. So, with that being said, we'll get into the game right now. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back, and I will get your prediction up. Alright, and here we go. Game number 2. LTK-Skyfall once again on the blue side of the battlefield. Nyx leading the way as the King of Stormwind. Anduin. Rana going to be playing Garrosh. Anduin and Garrosh, the best of friends, let me just tell you. Totally not leaders of opposing factions. We have Your Majesty coming in with Dahaka. Skyflare on the Phoenix. And then Tarquin. Torquin is going to be on the Kel'Thuzad. Meanwhile, on the orange side of the battlefield, representing Phoenix Rising Moonstone, we do go to have T-Cat coming in with Greymane. Mesos going to be Anubarak. We do go and get Hot Like Summer playing the Stukov. Stoic on the Sky Chicken Falstaff. And we do go and have Stitch down here at the bottom lane playing the Harlequin Yrel. I love this. Well, I love this. I don't like this tint so much, but I like this design. Looking at our level 1 talents, we do go ahead and have Gathering Storm being picked up by Stoic. And we will have a race car coming out of Dahaka this time. Tarquin takes a bunch of damage, does get thrown to safety by Garrosh. Nice 3-person hit. Oh my goodness. Garrosh, why did you not take the Groundbreaker? You would have gotten 3 stacks on it. Hello? Oh, yeah, also Stoic died. You know, if that's the thing we want to talk about. Yeah, Yrel is very, very difficult to gank. One of the reasons I hate her. Already we do have the camp being picked up. But here comes the invade, guys. Ronald comes around the corner and they're like, oh my goodness, oh my gosh. T-Cat going to be absolutely deleted. Greymane is more like not a live main. Here is the engagement. This is 4 versus 5. Greymane is still a few seconds away. It is actually picked up. We do have the spell shield. That was a big, big mistake. They ended up getting out of there. There is Mesos coming in with the stun, and we do have Garrosh going down. Your Majesty has to consume the essence in order to try and Stitch is running in here. Tarquin may be knocked into oblivion in just a second, but Stitch is not wanting to leave. Stitch is like, you killed my family, you killed my friends, and you killed me? Oh, wait, that means I'm dead and I can't fight you. Whoopsie. If you can keep up with what I'm saying, you're officially an awesome person. I do know I talk entirely too fast. It is a bit of a problem that I have. But you know what? At the end of the day, I understand myself, and that's what matters. You're going to have Your Majesty up here. Meso's in the middle of the bush, looking for this. There's the stun. There's the stun. Majesty has to burrow down below. T-Cat dives in for the kill, but will not get it, and will actually get thoroughly punished. Goes down to, I think I saw 300 health. Now I just gotta know. Yep, 384. Once again, Stoic gets obliterated. Man, we're having like chicken legs all night tonight. Everybody eat chicken tonight. Alright, we do go and have a bit. Yeah, that was the thing. I was like, I didn't see Urel, and so I didn't realize Urel was getting ganked because there were so many blue, like, icons around Urel that I just could not see her on the minimap. There's a big fly down from... It's a good thing you can't take damage while you do that. Meso's gonna then burrows to safety. Never mind, way less safe than I thought. I'm starting to see why they banned out this garage. This garage is a, like, a run killer. Alright, there's another spider butt going in.
My power grows by your blue team's hand. Red team, defend yourselves or perish.
Alright, we do go and have Mesos and Hot Like Summer moving out. Trying to hold this back. We do go down the first Web Weaver wave, moving in here, trying to get this taken out real quick. So, a lot of pressure being put onto the bot lane. Bot lane is the win lane. Oh, you can 10? I did not realize that. What? That seems dumb. So we do go and have a lot of damage coming in. They did rotate middle and did a lot of damage to middle. Majesty taking a lot of damage. Did go in and catch cannibals in the face. But there's the throw. Meso's in the middle of a lot of the pain train. All 5 members of both teams are right here. But the fort goes down, so no additional help in this team fight.
Destroy their constructs. Reclaim the gems of my power. Show no mercy.
Alright, lots and lots and lots of damage coming out from Mr. Mesos. Mr. Mesos. This dude just scampers right on back. I don't blame them though. Are you at least unstoppable during that? I just imagine how dumb it would be if you ended up getting entombed. Alright, there's a nice stun happening onto your Majesty. Battle of the Mercenary Camps. Spell power for everyone. Or spell defense, I guess I should say. Spell armor, there's the word. And as I say that, it's not spell armor for everyone anymore. Alright, here comes the red push. All they got for the first one was this middle fort. Will Phoenix Rising be able to get more than that done? We do go to have the... It does look like, once again, pressure's being put onto the top lane. This is the boss lane. It is often considered the kill lane on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Tahaka goes ahead and comes up, but gets cocooned almost immediately. There was the attempt at the taunt, but Mesos was unstoppable and burrowing through. So not something we're going to run into right away. There's the Wave of Death. Wave of Death actually catches Garrosh. A lot of damage coming through. Meanwhile, the middle and the bottom Wave Weaver continue pushing. Alright, there's another Light Bomb on Rono. Catches a lot of people, but not going to actually get a kill. Skyflare very, very, very low. Has lost all of their shields. There is the move in. Does not catch Garrosh. There's the throw to safety from Rono. Oh, unfortunate. The Stoic tried to go in and blow them into the wall so they could cut them off, but they were just angled just right to go right through the gate. Big hit in. There is the stun, and we're going to go in and have a death onto the Greymane. Mesos looks like the next target. They are looking for this. There's the stun onto the Mesos. Mesos tries to walk through, but there is Kel'Thuzad coming in and saying, nope, nope, nope.
Hero slain. Hero slain.
Summer also went down. That's really sad. Summer's one of my favorite people, so I never am happy whenever she, I'm not happy when my friends get beat up. I know, what a monster. Oh, and here comes Crush. Everyone coming in here. We are in the middle of game number 2 here on LTK-Skyfall. Welcome, 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 everyone. I think you guys just finished up a Storm Division match. Hopefully that went well. Hopefully that went amazing. This is Div D, so it won't be nearly the same level of, you know, competition. Well, I should say that it's going to be just as competitive, but maybe not as high on execution. These are not the, like, bordering on professional players, but we're definitely going to be going in here. Skyflare's moving forward. We do go in up a lot of damage. The boss is moving in, trying to take out this top fort. There is the stun onto Hot Like Summer. Hot Like Summer gets hit, as well as the taunt comes out, but nice gust goes in and moves that in. So Hot Like Summer is down to about 300 health, is going in and moving back very quickly. Your power should aid indeed. We do go ahead and have the boss being cleaned up, but there's going to be a wave of web weavers right behind this. LTK-Skyfall is trying to go ahead and set up the win. Mesos goes forward. Does actually, I think, they did actually hit and stun the Phoenix, but the immediate throw happens. There's so much saving happening on the side of LTK-Skyfall. Anduin pulls people to safety. Garrosh throws them to safety. Very, very, very safe heckin' team. Alright, there's the throw. Absorption shield comes out from Yrel. A lot of damage coming in onto Garrosh. Garrosh does go ahead and use the light bomb. There's the stun. Catches Skyflare as well. Rono gets gusted into the corner. A little bit of a split focus. I don't know that they know who they're fighting. Bunch of damage coming out onto Your Majesty. We do go and have Stitch moving down and out of the way. Urana was coming back up. Very, very low. Does get healed almost immediately. There's the tongue coming out, and Greymane is going down one more time. One more time. They do go back, and they're like, oh, wait, web weavers? Yeah, those are things. We got distracted by fighting the enemy. A lot of R buttons have been pushed. None of them are currently available, except for Greymane, but Greymane himself is down, so not the most relevant. Alright, there is Stoic coming through. There we have the second fort, or second keep of the game going down. Rono very, very, very low. Down to about 100 health, but they just cannot. There's so much saving going on in this team, it's almost unfair. And T-Cat? This Greymane is like hungry like the wolf, continuously going in a little bit beyond, and just the turnaround happens. Let's go, Phoenix. Go, 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 Phoenix. Alright, we do have level 16 talent tier advantage on this side of LTK-Skyfall. Meso's gonna hearth back. Stitch is right in the middle of a lot of pain. Taunt comes down. Absorption shield does come out in order to like let them get out of here in theory. But that only works for so long, and we do have a Yrel being taken out right as Greymane comes back into the battle. Oh dang it, Anarush, I'm not actually wearing them today. I'm terrible. Let me, before I forget, go in and refund that because I can't show them off.
Done as I asked. The spiders shall aid them. Has come. Run, red team.
Alright, sent those points back because I can't actually fulfill it. I apologize. I know I'm terrible. We do go ahead and have another Webweaver phase coming in. Looks like middle is going to be cleaned up almost immediately. Here is where the battle happens. I was at work all day today, and when I got home, I changed my shirt, but I didn't put on boots.
Red team's core is under attack.
I'm sorry. However, I will say I put a full, I made a full gallery of my boots on my Discord. So if you really, really, really have to get your boot thirst in, oh, we do have a, right before it goes down, we do go and have the vengeance of the, keep as it goes ahead and takes out, Tahaka. There we go ahead and have the Ray comes out, cleans up Mesos. This very well may be the end of the game. A lot of things are going in here. Silence comes down. It does look like we do finally get the kill onto Rana. We do get... This is the big turnaround they need. Oh my goodness, but Tarquin just goes crazy. Alright, Torquin is just running through. We do go and have the absorption shield coming in. That was so good, but then all of a sudden Kel'Thuzad is like, hey, remember me? I'm amazing. LTK-Skyfall should probably move back from the... Well, as I flip and say that... Yeah, Mesos is coming out, and we're only a little bit... Like, and reinforcements are going to come out here and not anywhere else. So we do go ahead and have the Mercenary camp being picked up. Obviously, we do not have turn-in on the side of Moon, because they've kind of died a few too many times for that. Whoopsie! They also need about a level and a quarter in order to get to 20. Their opponents have 20. We will see Inner Fire, Apex Predator, Death Wish. Really? Armageddon Beam and Shifting Malice? So the thing I mouse over it and I read it and then I like move it away. There's a spot on my wall. Alright, surprising. We do go ahead and have... None of the opponents are dead. This is very, very, very risky. The big advantage it has is that there's no reason they should try this right now. They are down 20s and they haven't killed anyone. So obviously they're not going to go for boss, but then... Oh, here we go. However, here is the turnaround. They are moving in on it is down to 82%. There is the stun onto two of them. Big old piece of damage comes through. That is just a very, very, very almost criminal combo where you just did not let Summer move forever. It was really cool, actually. Like, I don't like seeing Summer die, but my gosh, if you're going to die, die in a cool way. This is going to be the end of game number 2. The domination and the series go in favor of LTK-Skyfall. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to be right back. I'll see if I can get us an interview. Alright, while we wait to see if anyone will come in and join me, we do have Nyx winning out the healing war, doing 61,000 healing. We do go ahead and get in terms of damage. Phoenix leads the way with 55,000 damage, 49,000 coming out of TCAT, and we do get Torquin coming out with 40,000. I do want to apologize, I said Tarquin the whole time because one of my actually best friends is named Tarkin. Plus, Tarquin is a character in Order 6, so I just have a lot of, like, yay about that. We do go ahead and have Your Majesty come out with 16,000. Stitch coming out with 12,000. They're typing instead of joining. That may mean they're not actually coming. We will find out. Nope, we are joined by Skyflare and Nyx. Oh, actually, and Rano and Your Majesty. Hello, almost everyone.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Good evening.
I'm doing really, really fantastic. Those were incredible games. Thank you very much. How are you guys feeling right now?
Pretty good. There's our last member.
There we go.
Fantastic. Now we have absolutely everyone.
Yeah, feeling pretty good.
This is the bulk of LTK-Skyfall.
So, first of all, great series. In game number 1, you guys seem to have a very, very early lead, and then all of a sudden, like right as you were getting towards core, they just started taking like 3 team fights in a row. What was kind of going through your head at that point, and what did you do in order to sort of like keep things together?
It's important to prioritize map control in those instances. We had to decide where we're going to. You know, it's not merely attrition. It's about if we're going to fight, it's for a purpose, and if that purpose should be to either hold objective or to take a boss or to take a camp, the enemy team's movement and their positioning informs us on where we should stand. Consequently, because they were using heroes like Junkrat and other positional type that can zone us very effectively, and it was important for our tank to have the utility to like engage on a target that won't necessarily walk away from us.
Yeah, well, really I just dove on Mafioria and made sure that he had to keep on running away so that he couldn't really do shit. And, yeah.
Yeah, you definitely had like prioritization. It was really interesting because you would, like you said, really commit to someone and they would run super deep, and then all of a sudden I'd see people like, oh, okay, we have to suddenly turn around because we cannot maintain this chase anymore.
Yeah, the thing is the each of us had a choice as to whether or not, you know, am I, you know, as Zul'jin, I saw myself as the most attractive bait, and I realized that if I'm going to be the bait, as long as I'm stacking, at the very, you know, it's methodical, right? If I'm the bait and they think that I'm always going to be the attractive target, at some point they're going to get diminishing returns, especially when I get stacked. And if I'm taking the W quest, which I did, it meant that every time they'd walk back, I could always ensure that I was hitting them on the return on the twin cleave. So it was a calculated, I should say, suicidal maneuver on my part, but it enabled the rest of my team to capitalize on their aggression.
So actually, interesting question to follow that up with. If you are the most attractive bait, why did you not take the Taz Dingo at 10?
I knew he was going to take Riptire, and I was going to deny it with a guillotine.
Well, you definitely did do that several times.
Mm-hmm. I also felt as though while Tazdingo has a long cooldown and it can be pivotal, they had several abilities that would be able to chain me. If they see the Tazdingo up, they're gonna press their buttons on me, but they're not necessarily gonna be able to telegraph the guillotine. It's much shorter, and also every 30 seconds I have it up. So the range on it allowed me to always hit the person that was like trying to walk away from the combat, because they'd rotate in 1 and 4, 1 and 3.
There's a lot of corridors on that map too.
Indeed.
So moving on to game number 2. Game number 2 was very, very interesting. First of all, everyone was kind of freaking out at how well you handled the chain into the laser, into it was like stun into laser into chain to keep them in the laser longer. That was beautiful.
Oh yeah, he's very proud of that.
I have a lot of trust in my team, and it goes both ways, I think. It's not something that happened overnight. We've just sort of talked a lot about how we should engage together, and everyone looks for a tell from the other player. If we can see that someone's caught, we don't want to let people go necessarily. If an advantage can be created in the lane or out of the lane, we try to make sure that it gets value for us. If we have a camp pushing in an off lane that's going to be answered, can we win in the 4-man sort of thing, and so on and so forth.
We had a moment on top lane where we had a similar combination happen, but we didn't have the cooldown ready for that laser, so we were kind of looking for an opportunity to do it again later.
Sometimes I'll use the laser as a means of splitting the enemy team into 2 planes, so they can't necessarily coalesce into a group, and it can be used. You can use it to split people up just as much as you can to secure kills.
Yeah, isolation is pretty good. It helps me look at a target, throw the target, kill the target.
Precisely.
Absolutely, 100%. So the only other question I had about the actual games is when we're in Tomb of the Spider Queen. Did you know they were at top boss at the end whenever you pushed in for the win? Because it seemed like a bit of an unusual play for them to make, but then you guys just sort of went, took a camp, and then pushed for core?
It was the most likely place they would be.
Yeah,
they weren't going anywhere.
They would be up there, and we like, okay, if we can just take this. We don't see them on the map. We're gonna push for core if they actually start taking it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looked like Urala was basically zoning or scouting for them, taking the boss.
I was just kind of surprised that you guys didn't go and contest them, because you were up 20s, and I'm like, normally teams up 20s are looking for a fight, but here they're just leaving them alone to take a boss? I was very confused.
We preferred to just win.
To explain, we were kind of looking for them, but then we realized they're in top lane. We just figured, okay, yeah, we just get this free camp, and then we have a free path to victory while they're busy doing something else.
And once it's the kind of decision making where we know that if they're rushing back to defend their core, if one of them makes a mistake and it becomes a 4v5, that's instrumental in grabbing that core. It just means one person has to make a mistake. That's why when Kel'Thuzad caught Stukov, I just figured I'm better off just committing right there and then with the laser.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we were actually looking for a fight, and our plan was to get the bottom camp and then fight them, because then it would push in the background. But then when we discovered they were as far away at top lane, we could just get the other camp and push 2 lanes into the core, and the boss would be meaningless.
So then, that makes a lot of sense. That context really helps, because at the time it just seemed very strange. The last question I have for you guys, because I always ask this, where does the name LTK-Skyfall come from?
So our clan, if you will, that we come from, LTK stands for License to Kill. When it was made several years ago, it was based around James Bond and films of the nature. So all of the teams under our banner adopt one of the film's titles, for the most part. Rock Bottom notwithstanding, but that being said, when I formed this team, I was trying to think of a film. When the founder approached me and said, "Would you like to form a team?" I said, "I guess we have to pick a film title." He's like, "You don't have to, but I think that sort of one stands out based on my tag. So I said, yeah, I guess that's the way to go.
Yeah, bonus points for, it's also a Deathwing talent, so that's why we all use Deathwing portraits.
I also love the Adele song, so, and it's a talent in Heroes of the Storm.
Well, just a lot of things coming together for that particular name.
Yeah.
So those are the questions I had. Let me go and turn it over to you guys for shout-outs.
If I had to shout out anybody, I would shout out our healer for being such a dedicated player. I can say I've been through several different challenges in the last couple of months trying to adjust in my personal life, and Nyx has really stepped up to assist in governing as a co-captain, and I'm very grateful to her. And without her heals, I would look a lot worse.
Thank you.
Yeah, she pretty much pulls us out of danger way too often.
She's
pretty much
the
secret
glue.
MVP.
She's the heart of our team. I'm grateful for Torquin because he is consistently flexible in what he's able to play to benefit the team. I'm grateful to Majesty for being an anchor, because for all of the players I've ever met, Majesty is a very patient person, and he demonstrates patience at a time when the rest of us are like emotional. He can stay objective. And Rano for taking constant criticism from me and still once again making it something constructive. So I love these guys and gals on my team. I'm grateful to have them, and it's a pleasure to be their captain.
All right. Anyone else?
Yeah, just shout out to Nick. She keeps on saving my butt. That's pretty much it. That's the number one thing as a tank. If my hero is saving my butt, then I can constantly go into dangerous situations, and I love my DPS for actually killing whoever I toss. As a Garros, if my tossing isn't dead, then what am I doing? I'm just giving them a free person in there to hit my healer. And also, big thanks to Soaker, Your Majesty, because if we aren't getting the soak, then we're just gonna fall behind way too hard.
Absolutely. Anyone else have anything they want to say while you have the podium?
Yeah, probably echo some of the similar sentiments. You know, both Nyx and Your Majesty are kind of both the voice of reason sometimes when Skyflare and I get hot-headed and we're like really ready to go for it when maybe we really shouldn't. There was some examples a few days ago where we were like that.
Here.
Yeah. It was definitely the right call. It really sucked to hear that, no, you shouldn't be going in. This is not a good time for it. But yeah, and then Reno has a lot on his shoulders, and you know, I appreciate all of the tanking that he does and the CC and damage thrown his way, and then Sky for helping me understand what type of heroes that I can play are going to mesh best with the team.
All right, fantastic. Well, then I won't hold up any more of your time. I'll let you go and enjoy the after party. Looking forward to seeing you guys in playoffs next week. Looking at the standings, it looks like you'll be starting off against Rise and Grind. So good luck in that match.
Love and peace, my friend. Just spread the love and the peace.
Yep. Have a good night. Thank you for the amazing sets, and good luck in your future games.
You as well.
Thank you.
So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and move our way over into Zloth. Zloth is currently casting Count Kenrick Stupid. However, be aware I'm going to be doing a replay cast in just a little bit. I'm going to go get some water first. It'll probably be like 15 minutes or so, but at about 11:30, I'll go in and get started with a replay cast. So, look forward to that. And until then, enjoy Zloth.